First of all, the crowd was awesome. Like being able to have students in there. Saw Coach Beard in there with his whole squad, and we feed off that energy. Like that's something that we need the HTC to be that way night in and night out when we're playing, and our guys feed off that as well. And so, um, game is like two different games in sense, right? We come out, we start well, we be able to get a lead there in the second half. We got a little bit stagnant. They got a guy that got going a little bit. We talked about trying to get stops, and those are created shots for us in our defense, being able to challenge them. The things that hurt us at times is when they get the offensive rebound. For them to have 12 offensive rebounds and then scoring off of those are the ones, once they miss it, we got to do a better job of coming up with the basketball. But I told our guys, good teams find a way to win, right? And executing late defensively, Tristan Thompson being able to come up with two defensive stops. And then once they got them to miss it, we came up with the defensive rebound down the late, and then we went down and got to the front of the rim. But we got a couple guys that's banged up, but everybody does around this time, right? There's no excuses, there's no complaints. It's next guy up to be able to come out and try to make a play to win. And it's hard to win in this league, and we're really, really happy to be able to protect home tonight.
Coach, you're won 4 in a row now. Now you're sitting 5-4 in conference. You just keep building and building. The confidence level is growing and growing. And now, like you said, tonight was a very important outing for this program to win, especially at home.
Mm-hmm.
Just and you alluded to the atmosphere, but just now building on that confidence of being 4 in a row and being where you are at the conference with 9 games in.
Yeah, I think, you try to, just like we break a game down into 4-minute segments, you try to break the game individually 1-0 on each day. And we talk about that in practice and leading up into the games. We talk about you got to deserve the right to win. Like we won this game because how we practiced those days before, and we did the same thing. We was in the situations in practice where you had to get a stop to be able to win the drill, and it was the same thing out there tonight. But like you said, the standings do matter, obviously, because it helps down the line when you start talking about the conference tournament. But to be able to win at home is the most important thing. Like being able to do it in front of our Teal Nation is even better. So, congrats to our guys for getting that win tonight, and we'll enjoy this one. They'll get healthy. We'll prepare tomorrow, and we'll look forward to doing it again on Saturday.
You mentioned going through those situations in practice and things like that, but when it happens in a game, what does it say about the guys that you have to be able to take that punch? I think their guard had a couple of shots down and when he moved into the paint a couple of times in the second half. What does it say about your guys to be able to take that punch and deliver at the end of the game to come out with a win?
We was in the timeout, and I sat there, and we said what the situation, and we call it a kill. A kill is you got to get a stop, you got to get a score, you got to get a stop. Everybody in the huddle clap. We agreed. Let's get a kill to come out there, and for those guys to be able to execute it in that moment. You can see the poise that they had in their eyes, and the intensity to go back out there and make those things happen. Questions for the guys?
That's Josh.
Yeah.
Just it's now 8 of 9 games that are decided by 6 points or less. You guys have won 6 of those 8, 4 in a row. Do you guys feel like you're becoming a lot more comfortable in that situation, having played so many of these games, and now you're finding ways to come through in the clutch in the lane?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of what we've been saying at the beginning of the season. We've been put in these situations so much in so many different situations. I feel like our poise as a team, as a staff, is there because we've seen this before, And I feel like these past couple games, them being close games, us finding a way to win, that's just confidence into the next game to find another way to win, And we just keep building off that.
You finished with 32 points. I think that's a career high for you. Just seeing the rim be as big as it is right now, we kind of talked to you about it a little bit yesterday, but what's it like going out there knowing that the confidence is high every time you have the ball in your hands?
I mean, I feel like it just makes us better as a team. I feel like we're a better team when I'm aggressive. And I want to give credit to our guys as well because I feel like we played a good team win all around, We had some guys hit shots. We didn't shoot the ball as well from 3 today. I think we shot 6 for 26. But just finding a way to win from there, I think that says the most.
RaSheed, did you feel the contact on your wrist when you let the ball go?
Yeah, I felt it a little bit.
It was the same one on the first half.
Facts.
I've been telling them the whole time, you miss one, if you get hit, you got to call it, right? And so you play the game, man. The referees are human, right? We think they don't ever make mistakes, but I always say the refs don't ever say, hey, son, what a horrible shot. right? They don't say what a bad play when we do something, right? And so they got to make sure we treat them as such, and our guys just focus on the plays, right? And we could have not called a timeout, and we knew we was going to be able to get a situation where one of these two guys was going to get the ball in some space to get multiple guys on it, and then we just make the best decision after.
RaSheed, stepping up to the line there at the very end of the game, just what's going through your mind as you're down one, you got 3 free throws. What's going through your mind at the end of the game there?
Well, when I stepped to the line, I knew I was gonna knock it down. We put the work in. We work on that a lot, so it was just I knew I was gonna knock it down when I stepped up to it.
RaSheed, was there any difference? Because on Saturday you stepped to the line to put the game away. Today is to win the game. Is there any difference in your mindset?
Same mindset. Anytime I step into the line, I'm thinking knock it down. Same mindset.
Is that
So,
anything?
As part of going back to the question earlier about all these close games, and so you won 8 of the last 9 have been decided by 6 or less. You've won 6 of them. So your last 6 wins have all been by 6 points or less. Would you prefer to win a game by 20, or is it more fun to pull games out at the very end?
I mean, you will always prefer to win, by a lot of points, but all that matters is that we got to win at the end of the day.
Last time I checked, 72 is more than 70.
Facts. Sometimes you got to win them ugly. We'll still take the win, though.
Coach, going into Saturday, your assessment of Southern Miss and kind of what you expect to see from the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, they got some big physical guys. Obviously, those guys hadn't seen it, but we watched film, obviously, on them to be able to prepare. They change defenses. They do a great job on the backboard as well. So we'll have to make sure we're not losing on the backboard in the game, right? Giving them one shot and everybody's involved. And then we just got to continue to play with effort, energy, and have the right attitude, right? And when we do those things, you can see it. It's like we're in a flow state at times and things happen our way. But every game is different. Every game is different. The most important thing is being able to respond to some adversity just like we did tonight.
For Coach, Mark Drone had 22 in the second half. What did he do differently in the second half that kind of got him going, and what you'll need to improve?
Yeah, I think early on he was in foul trouble. We knew he was a pretty dynamic guard. So we tried to attack him. He got in foul trouble early in the first half, so he wasn't in the game. We tried to put different matchups on him, right? I think DC guarded him for a bit. Tristan guarded him obviously late. We tried to throw different bodies at him. And then he did a good job of creating shots one-on-one. Some of those shots we call them created shots. Like if a dude is dribbling and he sidesteps and he fades and he makes one of them, it's not much defense you're going to do that's going to be better than that, rather than getting right to the front of the rim and getting a layup. The thing that we have to do a better job is once they miss a shot, we have to come up with the basketball. We can't give them multiple shots. And our guys know that. And those things happen during the game. You just got to not get frustrated, but get to the next play.
And then Derek, can you just talk about the growth of him from the start of the season to now, playing maybe 2 minutes a game, and now he's become a big piece for you guys?
Yeah, it's just confidence, man. Confidence is one of the more special things in our sport. And once he sees himself doing it, and he has some success while he's out there, I mean, he's a load, and he asked me one time when he was going in, he said, "How many fouls you got?" Doesn't matter how many fouls you got, big fella. Just be you, no matter what. You're going to foul at some point, but being able to make sure he's playing physical, because we need that brand of basketball, and he's on the backboard on both the defensive side and the offensive side for us. So he has to continue to grow just like we do as a team.